At some point, awareness creates a conflict inside the mind. Not a dramatic one, a quiet one. You begin to notice that some of your thoughts don't fully align with what you feel. Some reactions happen faster than your understanding. Some decisions feel automatic, even when you know better. This is the moment where conditioning and awareness collide. The mind was trained to move quickly, to respond efficiently, to protect familiar structures. Awareness slows that process down, and slowing down feels uncomfortable. You may notice hesitation where certainty once existed, doubt where confidence used to be, silence where reaction felt natural. This is not confusion, it's friction. The system inside your mind resists change, not because it's evil or flawed, but because it was built to preserve stability. Patterns that worked before want to keep working now. The mind doesn't ask whether a pattern is true. It asks whether it feels safe. That's why awareness feels costly. Thinking differently requires effort. Questioning impulses requires energy. Choosing not to react feels unnatural at first. Most people interpret this discomfort as a sign that something is wrong. So they return to habit, to speed, to certainty, not because it's better, but because it's familiar. If you've ever felt yourself notice a thought and still follow it anyway, this is why. The structure is still there, even when you can see it. Awareness doesn't erase conditioning. It exposes it. An exposure creates tension. That tension is where change becomes possible, but also where most people stop. The mind prefers coherence over truth. It would rather feel consistent than accurate. And it will defend old patterns if new ones threaten internal balance. This is why growth often feels like loss. Loss of certainty, loss of speed, loss of the comfort of automatic responses. But something important happens. If you don't escape this phase, you begin to create space between stimulus and response, between thought and belief, between impulse and action. That space is small at first, but it's enough to observe instead of obey. Enough to choose silence instead of reaction. Enough to let a thought pass without turning it into identity. This is not about becoming passive. It's about becoming precise. If you recognize this internal tension, then this message is directed at you. Not as encouragement, but as information. You are not failing when awareness feels uncomfortable. You are exiting automation. If this perspective resonates, follow the channel. Dark mind theory exists to map what happens inside the mind. When patterns begin to lose their automatic control, what comes next is not easier, but it is real.